Hello, Right Side Broadcasting Network. Thank you so much for joining us today. We have the honor of being with Congresswoman Cammack, you're serving your first term right here in the state of Florida. What district do you represent so that the viewers can know?
I represent Florida's 3rd Congressional District, the Gator Nation, the best district in all of Florida and the South, I have to say.
Okay, I think you have some other congressmen and women who would rival that and say maybe Matt Gaetz would say that Pensacola is better, but you know what? I'm sure that's something you guys can hash out on the floor of Congress, right?
Hey, the SEC Nation is strong, and when you represent the Gator Nation, there is no comparison. Let's just say that. Awesome.
Well, you were a part of this freshman class of women that joined the GOP 117th Congress, right?
Yes.
Congress. So go ahead and share us a little bit about your experience as a Republican and as a female and a leader in the Republican Party, and how you're shaping the future of the party going forward.
Absolutely. Well, you know, I come into the 117th Congress as the youngest Republican woman in Congress, and that is huge because millennials and Gen Zs are making up the largest voting bloc in our country. It's far beyond time that we had a seat at the table, a voice at the table, advocating for policies that are going to positively impact us instead of negatively, as we've seen through previous generations, putting piles and mounds of debt on our backs. So that is the first thing, is just having a seat at the table. But I only want the title of youngest Republican woman in Congress for 2 years. My job is to go out and recruit the next youngest Republican woman in Congress. And we got some fans back there that are awesome. And exactly, that is what the Republican Party is all about. We have the most diverse opinions. We have the most diversity when it comes to thought and ideas and the best policies on all issues across the board. And we have for too long seeded the issues and the narrative, whether it be poverty, environment, homelessness. We're taking all those issues back because it's conservative principles that are the best solution to the things that plague this country most. So we're going to be very, very busy over the next 2 years fighting to protect our Constitution, fighting for the future of the party, really bringing that next generation to the table and saying, we're here to stay, we're here to fight, and we're not going away, we're going to fight like hell.
Absolutely. And you touched on, in the future, recruiting new people to join the party. But in your perspective, what is the future of the GOP look like as a party on a party platform? Do you think it's going to go the way of some of your fellow congressmen and women who decide to stick with the old school, or do you think it will follow the path of Make America Great Again and America First? What are your thoughts on that?
There's no doubt in my mind that this party is going to be the America First party, and we will be honoring President Trump's legacy by advancing the legislation and the platform that he ran on. He was the most successful president in his 4 years that we've seen, at least in my lifetime. So it is so important that my colleagues really focus on making sure that we're upholding those principles, upholding and pushing those platform items. And listen, the old guard, they're going to be gone here shortly. The millennial generation, the Gen Zs that are coming up right behind me, we want answers, we want results, and American people are sick and tired of things going on for decades without resolution. It's time that we get things done, and nobody was better at getting things done than President Trump.
Of course, that's perfectly said, and I think many of our viewers, if not all of them, will agree with you on that exact point. I've followed your campaign, Congresswoman Cammack, and you definitely have an interesting life story growing up. And if you could abound on that a little bit, and then share some advice that you have to future leaders in the Republican Party who are young right now, who are looking for an inspiration from someone like yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I'm the daughter of a single mother, working class family, 3rd generation commercial sandblaster. Never thought that I would be in politics, certainly. And just had a whole different life plan in mind and wanted to take over our family business. But we lost our small cattle ranch to an Obama-era housing program that left my family and I homeless for several months. And it was that experience of how big government and the one-size-fits-all approach can be so detrimental to families all across America that got me involved. And so when I'm talking to young people, I tell them, only in America can a person like me go from homeless to the House of Representatives in less than 10 years. Only a person like me, the daughter of a single mom, who with no political connections or anything, have the ability to now be on the House floor championing our Constitution and the principles of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And the number one thing that I will say to people who want to get involved is read the Constitution, never apologize, and don't wait in line. Real leaders do not wait. You either lead, follow, or you get out of the way. And so there is no reason for you to stand by and wait for your turn, because someone else is going to take it for you. So definitely get involved, stay passionate, and know your issues front and back.
Absolutely. Well, there you have it, folks. Congresswoman Cammack, thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate it. And I know our viewers will sincerely appreciate your passion, your drive for the America First movement.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much. God bless.